Then you're known for Ayodhya work.
Yes.
So now that's a very controversial subject, and it takes courage to take on that. You've done very well. So tell me your work, what it reveals.
See, actually, I did not know anything about the Ayodhya dispute. I just had an emotional reaction to the controversy when it broke out. I started studying this subject sometime after the Allahabad High Court delivered its judgment. Soon after that, somebody gave me a pamphlet which was published by the Aligarh Historians Forum. It was mainly written by Irfan Habib. And that booklet was a total indictment of the Allahabad High Court judgment.
Irfan Habib, for those who don't know, is one of the preeminent leftist scholars,
yes,
who's devastated and try to discard and dismiss and reject every Hindu point of view, or I would say the true point of view,
but on
with a very slanted ideological.
Yeah, but I would just like to say something on Ayodhya. So when I read this, he said that the Supreme Court is going to overturn this judgment. I said, my goodness, is it possible for a court in India to give such a faulty judgment? That compelled me to read the 5,000-page judgment. And when I read the judgment, it was a real eye-opener for me. But what I want to say on Ayodhya, every point that was, trumpeted by left historians was found to be faulty.
By the court?
By me and by the court also.
Okay.
By the court, obviously the court did not accept their
point of view. So give
me
some major things they said which are wrong.
All right. So I'll just, I can give many examples. But just for the view of the readers, they said that the Ayodhya dispute was manufactured by the British in the 19th century as part of their policy of divide and rule. And they said that there is no evidence of any temple at that site before that. And they said Ram worship itself was a very late phenomena. It was an 18th, 19th century affair. Now, it is one of those ironies of history that documents that were wholly discrediting the left point of view had survived by chance in the Faizabad district court. Because the British started ruling over Awadh in 1858 after the Great Mutiny. So from 1858 onwards, all disputes on Ayodhya, the record was kept in the Faizabad district court. And it's amazing that those documents survived unharmed for 150 years. So the first document which we have from Ayodhya is 1858. It is an FIR filed by the Thanedar of Awadh. And this Thanedar is filing an FIR that 25 Sikhs have gotten to Babri Masjid and they've started Havan and Puja. So this one paper, small little paper, it has survived from 1858 till 2000 whatever. Then immediately 2 days later, the Muttawalli, that is the superintendent of Babri Masjid, he also files a case in the Faizabad court in which he says that these Sikhs have entered and they are doing Havan and Puja, and with koila, charcoal, they have written Ram Ram all over the walls of the masjid. And he also says that before this incident, the Hindus were already in control of the compound of Babri Masjid, which they regarded as Janam Sthan, and they were already there. That was already in their possession, but now the inside area and the outside area, both the areas are open to them. So the Allahabad High Court regarded this as a very important fact bearing on the case, that there is a Muslim source which says that from 1858 the Hindus are inside and outside the court.
Excellent. So what else was, so this is a big defeat for the left.
Yes. So from 1858 till 1949, till the idol was placed inside the Babri Masjid, there are so many court cases where the Hindus and Muslims are fighting. And I'll just give you one example. I think it's in 1888 that the Babri Masjid Matawalli, he files a case in court and he says that up till now, at the time of Ram Navami and Kartik Mela, the Hindus used to set up shops, prasad shops flower shops, fruit shops inside Babri Masjid, because so many people would come and they'd make a sale, and the agreement was that we would share the proceeds of the sale between the Babri Masjid.
What year is that?
About 1888.
Okay.
The exact year is there in my book. So he said this year the Mahants of the Janam Sthan, they have unilaterally changed the sharing basis without consulting us. So please, he tells the British authorities, please reinstate the old sharing basis, that is 50.